I can't decide which one of these I'm going to use. Which one of these will be the focal point for the bracelet? Probably not this one because I'd have to feed through uh, the cord through there. So I'm probably not going to use this one. Let's see. Depends on how wide. I'll have to look at it. I may use the hammered. I haven't used a hammered cross in a while. We'll see. If I like this one, I like the open design. But I think because I have the rhinestones on the spacers, I think I'm going to go tone it down a little bit. I like this one also. Um, and the infinity is nice, but it's just not as big as I would like for it to be. And I do have this cross, but I use these a lot. So what I'm going to do is probably use, I think, the hammered one. Let's go with this one. And all I just do is just feed this. I bought this. It's just a bead. You use it to put your beads on cord. The flat, this particular cord, it's the Elonga multi-strand stretchy bead stringing cord by Beadalon. And I'm not sure which way. Can you see it? This way or this way? So we'll see. But I use it for this one. And you just simply string or slide your beads onto it. And I do have them in a specific pattern to match. I think I actually kind of messed up my pattern, but that's okay. We'll see. Sometimes things a little off are okay. All right. Here goes this bead. It's a little bit more opaque, more ivory. And then the clear one. And then finally this one. This particular arrangement may be too long. Let me find my measuring tape. Let's see. I don't want the bracelet to be over 7.5 inches, and I have to take into account that the cross is almost 2 inches, and then the bead is 6. So that's going to be about an 8-inch bead bracelet. Do I want to go? I may, if I take off an inch of this and see how that looks. That's 5.5 plus almost 2. So that's about almost, it's still almost, it's 7. Let's see. Let's just use this as it is. And actually, let's see. Okay, so I always use this, and of course you always stretch your cord, pre-stretch your cord, no matter how much you use. And I doubled this because in case it for some godforsaken reason it does break, you still have another bracelet, another strand to hold your bracelet together. And as always, if you have bought a bracelet from someone and the string starts to turn yellow or whatever, try to find that person again if you can. And if you're like me, they're like me, I will restring the bracelet for you, because they do get worn over time, especially if it's one that you use all the time. And if you have a stretch bracelet, make sure you're rolling it off of your arm, not just grabbing and pulling it. What I mean by that, I'm going to show you. This is one that I made. I didn't record this one, but you want to roll it onto your arm like this. Want to roll it like that. You don't ever want to take your bracelets and yank them like that. That's a surefire way to destroy them really quickly. So I'm going to show you how to put your beads on this. And I do put a bead stopper on the end of it because it's easy for you to lose your beads. It's easy for anything. So this is what I'm talking about. So you're going to line up your ends like that. You just slide it in there. And you find the center. And you use your hook, the hook on here. And you just hook that on and lay it out and slide your beads onto it. It's very simple. It's really easy to do. And that way you can tie your beads onto your focal and you know that they won't go running away from you. I really like these. My kids bought me these beads from a local store here in Louisiana called Turquoise Coyote, which is where I buy most of my beads from. I do buy a few things from like Doreen or components every once in a while if I can find a good price from Amazon, but for the most part I try to shop locally because I want to help my local small business owners, and they have beautiful pieces. They do not ship, so if you're ever in Louisiana in the Hammond area, check out Turquoise Coyote. Mr. Bob and his wife are really nice. So that's how I do that. And I will tie a knot right here in this. Here we go. I'll tie a knot right here. Try not to, I pulled it too far away. And that will just give some stability to the braid, to your where you tied it. Just slide up here. I like this. I would love for this to be clear. I do other bracelets with beading and everything. I'm just showing you one that I'm just putting together. Has a nice look to it. That's nice. And I'm going to tie this. And I use super glue to secure my cord. Super glue, any other kind of glue. I apologize for saying so much. Any other kind of glue that you may use, just make sure it dries clear. Just tying it up. And if I can, I hide the knot inside the bead, which is what I generally do no matter what. You want to hide that knot. And I always feed a tail back at least 2 beads away and tie it again. So that's 1. Go through the spacer. And I'm going to show you what I mean when I say hide it inside the bead. Yes, it takes time. Sometimes they don't go just like you want it. So I'm going to put a dab of super glue. I get this from Dollar Tree. Any kind of super glue is good. And I actually put a little Vaseline on my finger so that I don't get any super glue on my finger. But I didn't do that this time. So I'm going to pull it through. There we go. And I'm hiding that bead in that knot in there. I'm going to go one more bead away. And I'm going to tie this here just so that it has some extra stability and not break. There we go. And it's hidden inside not only the bead, but in between the spacer. I'm going to tie it again, more. Twice as nice. There we go. And again, another dab of super glue. Don't glue it so much that it shows up on your beads, of course. And I'm going to snip this. I'm going to let this, I'm not going to stretch it anymore. I'm going to let this sit. And I think it came out really, really nice. What do you guys think? Thanks for watching.